Ever walked into a casino, dazzled by the flashing slot machines and the glitzy vibe that gets your heart racing, making you feel like a big win is just one spin away? Well, Steven's got a harsh reality check for you. He's been in the trenches of the world's top gambling companies, seeing the industry's darkest corners up close. Gambling isn't a game, it's not fun, and it sure as hell isn't your ticket to a better life. It's a carefully rigged trap, designed to drain your wallet and wreck your world. Before you roll your eyes, hear Steven out on the cold, hard logic of this business. Its only goal is to make you lose as much as possible. Steven used to manage customer accounts, dealing with everyone from small-time street bettors to high rollers dropping millions. The gambling world looks shiny on the surface, ads full of smiling faces, wild parties, and dreams of hitting the jackpot. But behind the curtain? It's a ruthless machine using math, psychology, and tech to bleed you dry. Don't kid yourself thinking you can outsmart it with luck or brains. You can't win, because the whole system is built for you to fail. Casinos don't make money on luck, they bank on math. Every bet, every odd, every option you pick is backed by a precise algorithm. These aren't designed to let you win, they're set up to guarantee the house wins 99.9% of the time. How are odds made? Not some random guess. They're based on mountains of data, analyzing betting habits, psychological biases, and behavior patterns, calculated to keep you hopeful but always under the house's thumb. Take sports betting, for example. The odds seem fair, say 1.9 for the home team, 2.1 for the away team, 3.2 for a draw. But there's a hidden catch called the vig, or juice, the house's cut. No matter who you bet on, they're skimming a piece of every wager. Over time, even if you guess right half the time, you'll still lose because the vig ensures your payouts are always less than what you put in. It gets uglier. Their systems tweak odds in real time. You think you're betting on a game, but the algorithm's playing you. It tracks your betting patterns, your wager sizes, even your mood swings, and adjusts odds to lure you into bigger bets. Win a couple of games and feel like you're on a hot streak? The system might dangle juicier odds to tempt you to go big, only to crush you when you're riding high. That's not luck, it's by design. The way gambling companies treat you depends on how much you're worth to them. Worth is simple. The more you lose, the more they love you. Steven saw their internal customer ranking system cold as a military op. They split players into tiers: VIPs, regular Joes, and problem customers. VIPs, those losing hundreds of thousands or millions, get personal account managers, 24/7 pampering, free flights, luxury suites, even private parties, all to make them feel special and keep them betting. But if you're the problem customer, someone who actually wins, watch out. The system flags you as high risk, caps your bets, slashes your odds, or just bans your account. Steven saw a guy win a few $100,000 only to have his bets limited for account irregularities. Irregularities, my ass, he just won too much. Gambling companies hate winners and will do anything to squeeze them out. This ranking isn't done by people, it's all algorithms. They analyze your betting frequency, wager sizes, win-loss ratios, even when and where you log in, spitting out a risk score. Lose a lot? Low score, few restrictions, bet all you want. Win too much? High score, heavy limits, or you're shown the door. This isn't a fair fight, it's straight-up manipulation. Gambling companies don't just profit from math, they're masters of psychology. They know how to get you hooked, making you bet again and again, even when you're broke. Their ads are the first hook: sexy models, fast cars, wild parties, selling you the lie that gambling is cool and winning is easy. They reel you in with 100% first deposit bonus or free bets, but the fine print's a trap. You have to wager a ton to cash out, meaning you just lose more. Even sneakier? Their website designs. Every button, color, and sound on online betting platforms is crafted by psychologists and data nerds. Red buttons pump you up, flashing animations make wins feel close, and jackpot sound effects spike your adrenaline. These tricks hit your brain's dopamine receptors, keeping you glued. Even losing messages are worded to egg you on. So close. Try again. It's not random. It's built to make you addicted. Steven saw company training manuals with entire chapters on optimizing customer retention. In plain English, how to make you bet more and lose faster. They study your betting habits, what sports you like, what bets you make, and send tailored promos to keep you in the game. Losing streak? They might toss you a small bonus to make you think your luck's turning, only to drag you back into the pit. The gambling industry's got an even dirtier secret. It's a money laundering paradise. Steven saw countless shady accounts with near-identical info, sketchy email patterns, and unclear cash sources, but the company rarely dug deeper. But those accounts brought in massive revenue. At Steven's company alone, millions in suspected dirty money flowed through yearly, likely way more globally. For instance, in South America, Steven saw a cluster of accounts register in 20 minutes with similar details, shuffling money between each other, classic money laundering moves. Normally, this would trigger red flags, but the company let it slide. But those accounts bet huge, and the house's cut was pure profit. As long as the money kept rolling, they didn't care where it came from. It gets crazier. Companies treat customers differently by country. In the UK, similar account patterns would scream, cheating ring, and get banned fast. But in loosely regulated countries, they look the other way. Steven saw dozens of accounts tied to one IP address, with identical money flows, clearly laundering cash. The company flagged it lightly and kept cashing in. That's not oversight, it's complicity. What made Steven sickest was the industry's apathy toward gamblers' pain. He took calls from people sobbing, saying they'd lost everything. Savings, families, even thoughts of ending it all. Training taught him to follow a script. Ask, do you think you have a gambling problem? Check a few boxes and move on. Nobody actually cared about these people. Suicide threats were worse. The manual said only senior managers could handle those calls. Steven overheard one say, "Gauge how serious it sounds, say some platitudes, and hang up. We don't know if they'll actually do it." That chilled him to the bone. Imagine someone at rock bottom, reaching out, and the company only cares if they bet again before hanging up. That's heartless. Steven saw cases that were even more twisted. One guy lost millions, called saying he was homeless and couldn't feed his kids. The response? A free bet voucher to try again. That's not help, it's pushing someone off a cliff. The company's culture was clear: as long as you're betting, they don't care how bad it gets. Don't think the employees are all okay with this. Many, like Steven, started hating themselves. You watch people lose everything, knowing you're helping the company screw them over, it eats at you. Newbies get brainwashed, told it's just entertainment, and losing is the customer's choice. But the longer you stay, the clearer it is. This isn't fun, it's predation. Some workers go numb, pretending it's fine. Others quit fast. Steven knew a colleague who lasted 6 months, couldn't sleep, and left for a totally different job. A manager, all loyal on the surface, privately called himself a professional con man. The company doesn't care about your guilt, as long as you follow the playbook and keep the cash flowing. Gambling's harm goes beyond ruining lives. It's warped sports itself. Watching a game used to be about the thrill of competition. But people watch to bet on who wins or loses. Gambling companies sponsor teams, leagues, even entire events, turning sports into their cash cow. Stadium billboards, player jerseys, game broadcasts, they're plastered with betting logos. That's no accident. They're weaving gambling into your life. Worse, they're targeting the young. Betting apps are designed like video games, with ads mimicking social media to hook kids who don't grasp the risks. They think it's a game, then lose tuition, rent, or end up in debt to loan sharks. Companies know this. Their marketing targets 18 to 25-year-olds, the easiest to addict and manipulate. If you're thinking about gambling, Steven's got one word: don't. You can't win. These companies aren't charities. Every cent they make comes from your pocket. Their systems, algorithms, and ads are all built to make you lose big. You think you're testing your luck? Nope, you're up against a machine that's always smarter. Even if you win a little, it's bait. They know a small win makes you hungrier, betting bigger until you lose it all. Steven saw a guy win $500,000, thinking he was untouchable, only to lose $2 million in a month and sell his house. Stories like that are so common they barely register. Working in gambling, Steven watched humanity crumble daily. Gamblers lose everything, employees grow numb, and companies rake in billions. It's not a fair game, it's a trap. If you haven't started, don't. If you're in, stop now while you can. Don't let these companies ruin your life or kill your love for it. The gambling industry's a global beast with tentacles everywhere, from Vegas casinos to online platforms in Malta to shady setups in the Caribbean. They dodge regulations with complex networks, maximizing profits. They set up in lax jurisdictions like Malta, Curacao, or Gibraltar, where laws are basically toothless, giving them free rein. Steven worked on a global project analyzing customer data across Europe, Asia, and South America. Each market's different, but the goal's the same: squeeze every penny from bettors. In Europe, savvy players bet small and often, so companies use high odds and custom promos to keep them hooked. In South America, big bettors get looser limits to lose faster. Asia? Game-like interfaces and instant rewards target clueless newbies. They exploit time zones and currency differences too. A European betting at midnight might see delayed payouts, with exchange rate tricks adding millions daily to the company's haul. It's not chump change, it's a fortune. Today's gambling companies are tech juggernauts, using big data, AI, and machine learning to dissect your behavior. Steven saw data teams predict when you'd bet bigger, lose control, or go broke. They'd track your click speed or mouse movements to spot hesitation, then hit you with a limited time offer to reel you back. They also weaponize your personal info, age, job, income, even social media posts. Post about your birthday? Expect a special birthday bonus email to lure you in. This data comes from signups, browsing habits, or third-party brokers. Steven saw AI-powered virtual customer service reps, programmed to stall and upsell. Show frustration in a chat? The AI switches to a pep talk. One more try, luck's coming. To keep you betting. Think regulators stop this? Think again. Companies pour millions into lobbying, sponsoring politics to keep laws in their favor. The UK and Australia have strict rules, but enforcement's a mess. Firms set up overseas to dodge local oversight. Steven saw a UK company fined millions for money laundering violations, pocket change compared to their daily earnings. In barely regulated countries, it's a free-for-all. Responsible gambling programs? Pure. They offer betting limits, but you can undo them in seconds, and they'll never stop you from betting. It's against their bottom line. Gambling doesn't just hurt you, it destroys families. Steven took a call from a guy in his 40s who'd lost his kid's college fund, got divorced, and was shunned by his children. He sobbed, saying he just wanted to win enough to prove he wasn't a loser. Steven followed the script, but it broke him. These stories pile up. Gamblers' losses ripple. Divorces, kids dropping out, homes foreclosed. Companies don't care. They just want your account balance. One guy lost millions, turned to loan sharks, and begged for help. The response? A $50 free bet. That's not cold, it's evil. They don't just want your money, they want gambling to be your life. Their ads are everywhere: TV, social media, sports, even your phone notifications. They sponsor your favorite teams, leagues, even music festivals, making betting feel hip. Steven saw a festival littered with betting logos and try your luck booths, hooking young fans. They pay influencers and celebs to push it too. A soccer star posts, "Bet tonight, win big," with a sign-up link, raking in commissions the more you lose. They're not sharing tips, they're selling you out. Quitting's tough. Try to close your account, and they'll bombard you with promos or "we care" calls to drag you back. Steven saw a guy try to quit, only to get a VIP bonus email that sucked him back for a $100,000 loss. Gambling addiction's a real mental health issue, needing serious willpower and support to beat. But companies won't help, they'll push you deeper. Steven knew a guy who quit, wrote the company thanking them for ruining his life. Their response? Blacklist him and move on. Steven's years in the industry showed him endless tragedies: gamblers bankrupted, workers desensitized, companies swimming in cash. It's not a game, it's a rigged trap. Their algorithms, ads, and fake support exist for one thing: to take every cent you've got. If you haven't gambled, don't start. If you're in, get out now while you can. Ignore the big win fantasies and shiny promos. These companies aren't your pals, they're your predators. Save your money for your family, your dreams, and don't let this heartless machine destroy your life.